Hello, kindergarten friends. This video is to help you with your Phonics, Unit 27, Lesson 4. Here are the materials that you will need for this lesson. We're going to use Reader Basic 8, pages 1 through 6. Here are the lesson guide pages, 723 through 727. And then I'll be using my tile kit. You can also use the link in your lesson for the online tile kit, as well as your whiteboard or some paper to write on. We're going to work on some offline activities first. This is called Sight Word Fun. You're going to pick some sight word cards, and then I want you to look at the word, take a picture of it in your mind. When you think you can spell the word by yourself, I want you to turn the card over and use your letter tiles to spell the word. Remember, you can also use that online tile kit if you want to. You could also practice writing the word if you would like. So I'm going to show you with my letter tiles using the words that I just had on the board. The first word was who. So I'm going to look at the word, take a picture of it in my mind, and then practice building the word with my letter tiles. Who. And I'm going to read it every time I touch those letters. And then I had the word see, see, and then I had the word or. So you're looking at your sight word card, take a picture in your mind, and then build the word or. You want to try to build it without looking at the word, okay, to see if you can remember from that picture that you took in your mind. This activity is called Listen for Beginning Sounds. I'm going to say some words, and I want you to tell me what sounds you hear at the beginning of the word. So I've got an engine here to remind you, just like at the beginning of the train, you're listening for the beginning of the word. I'm going to say each word, and then I'm going to pause for a second so that you can say the sound, and then I'll say the sound, and you can check yourself and see if you're correct. The first word is check. What is the beginning sound in check? Ch is the beginning sound. The next word is thin. The beginning sound is th, th, th. The next word is Edward. And the beginning sound is eh. And our final word for this activity is what. And the beginning sound is wha. Wha. This next activity is called Climb the Ladder. You're going to draw a ladder on your paper. So I'm going to show you my paper. You're going to just draw a little ladder on your paper, or you could use a whiteboard. Let me scoot back a little bit so you can see better. Alright, so here's my ladder, and they tell us some words to start with on the ladder. The first word that we're going to write is chip. So I want you to stretch out the word and try to hear all the sounds in that word. Ch, ch, ch. I hear C-H, ch, I, p, p, p. Chip. Okay? Now, students, I would like you to change that word to chin. There's just one sound that's going to change from chip to chin. So we still have the ch, I. Now it has chin at the end. The ending sound is n. Okay, now can you think of another word? Can you think of another word to go right here on the ladder where we just change one of those sounds? I have an idea. I'm going to change it to the word that is the opposite of lose. You can do that, learning coaches. If your student is having a hard time thinking of one, give them a little clue, maybe an opposite word, and help them with some coaching and prompts to think of a word that can go on the ladder. So I'm going to make the word win. W, 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 in. See that? Same ending sound. I just changed one letter to make a different sound. Let's see, maybe I can think of one more word to go right here on the ladder. This is my word win, and I want to just change one letter. How about a pin? P-in. And that is how you climb the ladder. This next activity is called Old MacDonald Had a Sound. You're going to practice singing the song Old MacDonald, but instead of animal sounds, we're going to practice some of our letter sounds. So let's do an example with the ch sound. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a ch, E-I-E-I-O, with a ch here and a ch there, here a ch, there a ch, everywhere a ch. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And there is a list of other sounds that they would like you to work on in your lesson guide that you can take a look at. You can let your student practice singing that and then writing the sound. They could find the sound in their letter tiles. You could even try where you sing the song, sing one verse, and then let your student listen to the sound that they hear you say, and then they could find those letter tiles. Make it a listening game. Alright, now we're going to work on some dictation and writing words. So I'm going to show you my paper again. I'm just going to turn it over. Oh, you can still see it right there. Here, I'll use this side right here. Alright, I'm going to say a word to you, students, and then I want you to sound it out and try to write the word as best as you can. Stretch it out and listen for all the sounds. You can write this in your dictation notebook. You could write it on some paper that you have or in your journal, dry erase board, chalkboard, whatever you'd like to do. Alright, let's see. The first word we're going to sound out is check. Ch, ch, ch. Ch. Eh, eh, eh. K, k, k. And you could give your student a little clue right here. Friends, right here, there are two letters that make the k sound. It's the CK that makes that ending sound. Let's try another one. How about pack? And I'm going to give you a clue that this word also has the ending with the two letters that sound like k. Pack. P, p, ack. Pack. This is a good opportunity to practice handwriting as well. After they have written the word out, if there are any letters that they struggle with writing, or they might write it backwards, which is very typical in kindergarten, you can write it correctly for them next to their word and then have them practice writing it again. Once they've figured out the sounds, then they can focus on handwriting and practicing forming the letters. Alright, and there are a couple more words that you can work on in your lesson guide as well for that activity, dictation, write words. Now it's time for you to read your phonics reader. This week we are reading our Phonics Works Reader Basic 8, pages 1 through 6. And you will read the story titled Rick. So once you are done, it is a good idea to look back at any of those words, excuse me, that were tricky for your student, and you can review those. You could also ask them to tell you what happened in the story, and ask them some comprehension questions such as the setting and the characters to see what they can remember from what they read. There are a couple of online activities for your student to complete when they go to mark this lesson online. So these activities review the digraph and trigraph. Here's another one. And then that brings us to the end of this lesson. You will mark complete Unit 27 in Phonics, Lesson 4. If you would please fill out the kindergarten recording survey to let us know that you viewed this recording, that would be wonderful. Thank you for watching.